Tobacco smoking, or smoking cigarettes, has for a very long time been associated with severe lung disease in many different forms. We always hear about the news, we see the commercials about the risks of lung cancer. Interestingly, smoking is associated with almost every kind of cancer in the body.
I started smoking like first year of high school, freshman in high school, just with my buddies. And then vaping came out like 5 years ago, 6 years ago is when it started to gain ground. So I was smoking like a pack a day. So I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And vaping looked cool at the time, so I was gonna try vaping. And I started out with like a really small, simple little battery stick with the little cartridge on the top. But I did it primarily to stop smoking cigarettes. Just for the fun of it now. It's just like a big culture now.
First time I started smoking was at 12 years old. And I started with a group of friends saying that, it's good for you. You like get a little buzz off it. Like it's lightheaded, that's what it was. Tried it to be cool.
I was in 8th grade. I was 12 years old at the time when I started smoking. There was like a little crew and they were all smokers. Like his family were all smokers, so they were smokers too. So it was easy for them to get the cigarettes. I cannot say it was peer pressure, it was more of I wanted to look cool in front of them too.
When a smoker does not have a cigarette, they feel the urge, much like the urge to go to the bathroom or the urge to eat something. And their body will start to act out, okay? But if they're able to overcome that sensation, that anxiety, the apprehension, the unsettled feeling starts to decrease.
Yeah, if you're even in smoking for a period of a time during the day, you will get frustrated and you will not get mad at anything until you smoke. Then you'll be relaxed.
Because don't get me wrong, I'll still have a cigarette once in a blue moon, at a party. A cigarette is definitely a little bit more stronger in nicotine content than what I vape at. So if I'm having like a super bad day and like my anxiety's through the roof, I might want to like ask someone for a cigarette. But other than that, I'd rather vape. I don't like the smell. I don't like the taste. You gotta stand outside in the cold and finish the whole thing. And whereas a vaping, you can just go out, a couple puffs and just go back inside.
And the addictive component in e-cigarettes, vaping machines, is nicotine. And it's delivered the same way as smoking cigarettes, inhalation. The fastest way to deliver anything into the body other than injecting it into the veins. Addictive potential of e-cigarettes and vapes is about equivalent to cigarettes. Same substance, hitting your body the same way. It has the same addiction profile.
I don't smoke like cigarettes, I just vape. Takes my cravings away, my anxiety. When I'm stressed out, it works perfectly.
I would say that they are, because vaping is just a means to quit smoking. So, you could say it's one addiction to another. I would say that it's much better than smoking. There's still a lot of people out there that say, it's worse than smoking. You're gonna get cancer. It's more negative on your health than smoking. A cigarette has 400 plus chemicals in it, including like cyanide, rat poison, fertilizers, you name it. And what comes in vape juice is vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, the flavoring, and then nicotine if you choose to add nicotine. The nicotine is probably the worst part about vape juice because that's addicting. Nicotine isn't healthy in any form. But there are vapors that don't use nicotine, so it's 3-4 chemicals versus 400 plus. You do the math.
At some point in your adult life, your lung capacity reaches its peak. After that time, it's a downward progression through the end of your life. Lung capacity deteriorates with time after a certain point. While someone is smoking, that process is accelerated.
I got pneumonia and I developed asthma, but I'm not sure if it was because of the cigarettes, but I'm pretty sure that all those years that I did smoke have did something to my body. I mean, nothing goes unharmed. I did do it for many years, so I'm pretty sure that everything now it's catching up to me.
There's no such thing as a safe cigarette. Anything you inhale, even if it's not tobacco smoke, is damaging to your lungs. I mean, even being in a overly populated city that has air pollution can be damaging to your lungs. So there's no such thing as a safe cigarette.